All right. Good morning. Butterfly pose. So soles of the feet pressed together, knees wide. You can slide your heels farther away from you to create a little more space in your hips. And just try to sit up tall. If you need to sit on a little block or a little blanket to lengthen the spine, go for it. I'm going to be here to set the intention. So if you need to switch up your feet in any way, go ahead and do that, listening to your body, closing the eyes and sitting up tall. Imagine there's a balloon on your head reaching for the ceiling, the clouds, letting the shoulders kind of roll back, opening the chest. And take a few big breaths, maybe in through the nose and then out the mouth, a big sigh. Maybe in the nose and out the nose, finding that ujjayi yogic breath, constriction of the throat. And our intention today is around the summer solstice, which comes officially on Monday. We have the longest day of light. So Kobe Yamada says, believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Believe that you may be that light for someone else. Taking another breath here. And again, you can stay in the butterfly posture if you need to switch up. We're going to do another pranayama, another breathing exercise together called alternate nostril breathing. So you can open your eyes just to take a look. You'll use your thumb on your nostril to close it off. You'll inhale through the one side, and then folding your index and middle finger down, you'll use kind of your ring and your pinky finger to then close off that side, open up the thumb side, and exhale out. You'll inhale through that same side, close it off, open the opposite side, and breathe out. Then inhale, close and switch, and exhale. So just keep going, starting to get the hang of that. You may notice one side is a little stickier, a little harder to breathe in and out of, and that's totally natural. The whole purpose of this breathing exercise is try to even out the left and right side of the brain, because sometimes we have a little more congestion on one side of the nostril, and we don't notice that when we just naturally breathe. So you can close the eyes again if you have this. It doesn't matter how long the counts are, the inhales, the exhales. We'll just take about 4 or 5 more rounds, breathing at your own pace. So in your butterfly or switching across legs if that's better for you. Continuing to breathe. Couple more rounds. We take 1 or 2 more rounds of breath. And as you feel ready, on your next exhale, you can just let that go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Reach the left hand up and over. Side body stretch to the left. Keep grounding both sit bones. Again, you could draw your feet further away, widening the space. Bend the right elbow slightly. Maybe use your left fingertips to hold your head. Just a head and neck stretch. Maybe move the neck around, the chin around. Breathe through the left side body. Big inhale. Then on your next inhale, sweep all the way up and over to the opposite side. Left palm plants, left elbow bends. Reach the right arm over the ear. Maybe use your fingertips to hold the head and let that feel good. Let the head relax. Grounding your right sit bone. Stretching through the right side body. One more big inhale here. And then come all the way back to center, shoulders over hips. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand to right leg, right hand behind you. And then inhale back through center. Twist to the left. Inhale through center. Twist to the right. Inhale, center. Back to the left. We'll take 1 more round to each side. Move at your own pace, inhaling arms up. Exhaling, twisting again. Warming up the spine. Last side. And then come on to your sit bones, feet in front of you, knees bent, hands behind you. We're going to do just a little bit of light core. So draw your knees, your thighs towards you, and extend your legs long. Inhale to pull in, exhale to find length. Keep going. If you want to add challenge right from the beginning, you could lift your hands off the mat, or you'll get a little tricep workout if you keep your hands where they are. Let's take 10 more. Last 2. And 1. Roll all the way to your back. If you haven't started the music or my playlist, go ahead and do that now. Grab your strap, your towel, your scarf, belt, whatever you have. Let your left leg be heavy and bring your right foot to the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, you could always just use your hands. Maybe bend the knees slightly. And let the head, the neck, the shoulders completely relax. Left foot is grounded on the earth. Right leg is reaching high. And just at the morning practice, the beginning of the practice, you might not go that deep. We'll return here for the warm down, and you'll be able to go a little deeper then. So no need to force it, but over the next 3 breaths, maybe you just pull your leg a little deeper into it. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring the strap to your right hand and let your leg go wide to the right. Left hand can hold onto the left hip to coax it towards the earth or extend your left leg wide, or left arm wide. Left leg stays steady. Your right elbow can be on the mat. Really reach your toes away from you, pressing the ball of the foot into the strap. 2 more breaths. Softening in the face and the jaw. And then inhale, draw your leg through center, pass the strap to the left side. Maybe adjust yourself so you don't run into anything or anybody, and let your leg go across the body. Again, right arm can splay out wide. One more round of breath. And then inhale, leg to the ceiling. Take your prop away and just set it down on the left side of your mat. Find half happy baby, right knee bends, hand to foot. Press your foot to the ceiling, draw your hand down. Pulling your knee outside the rib cage. One more inhale. And then exhale, Shavasana. Just take a breath. Notice your left and right side. And let's begin to even it out. So left leg to the ceiling. You may notice one leg is more open or tighter than the other. That's fine. Totally natural. Pressing the ball of the foot into the strap. Elbows could be on the ground or hands could be up towards the foot. You can also do kind of like more fancy wraps of the leg if you want more support on your calves, kind of crossing them behind you like some fancy sandals or something. Whatever feels good for you to support your leg. You could close the eyes. Find a smooth and steady breath. 2 more rounds here. And then take the leg to the left. The right arm come down to the mat. Leg goes wide. One more inhale. And then draw your leg through center, cross it over, cross the body towards the right, left arm to the left. 2 more breaths, maybe take it a little deeper. And then inhale, leg back to the sky. Just let your strap go next to the mat and find half happy baby. Left knee bends, right hand can coax the right hip towards the earth. Inhale here. And exhale, let the left leg go long. Take a brief Shavasana. Inhale. And exhale. And then both legs to the sky, a little bit more core here. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lift the shoulder blades. Keep the elbows wide. Lower the right leg, right elbow towards left. And then switch, long leg bicycles. So we're starting off slow, keeping shoulder blades lifted, tailbone tucked. Bring your elbow towards knee, knee towards elbow. And then if you want to add a pattern, you could take one or two slow, and then a couple faster. Slow with control, and then adding a little more active cardio. Maybe it's just one slow, a few fast, or 2 slow. Just playing with that. Couple more rounds here. And then wherever you are, let it go. Take a full body stretch. Reach through fingers, reach through toes. Expand, take up space. And then draw your knees towards your chest. Start to rock and roll, massaging the spine. Let that feel good. Make your way all the way to tabletop. However you want to get to hands and knees. Tabletop position. Spreading the fingers wide. Shins, tops of the feet on the mat. And begin your cat-cow. Let the belly release. Inhale to look up. Exhale, curling around the spine. Tuck the chin, cat pose. Keep going, slow cat-cows. Moving with your breath. 3 more rounds. Start to find a neutral spine. So draw your belly button towards your core. Inhale, reach your right arm alongside the ear. Exhale, press your left leg back. Reach your left heel higher, keeping the hips squared. Reach your right arm forward, and then exhale, bend elbow towards knee. Bird dog, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go wide. Cactus the arm, frog with the leg. Inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, elbow towards knee under the body. Crunching, find length. Exhale, crunch to the side. 1 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch wide and stay. From here, lower your arm and your leg and inhale, lift. So knee towards knee, elbow towards elbow. Keep going. Lower and lift. 1 more. Lower, lift, stay lifted. Reach your right hand back. Maybe find a bind. You can always grab that belt or just reach back for your ankle foot, kicking foot into hand. You don't have the grip, that's fine. Find a little twist in your spine. 1 more inhale to kick foot into hand. Keep your foot lifted, plant your right hand down. Draw your left knee towards left elbow and step quietly left hand outside left foot outside left hand like lizard. Move it around, shifting the weight, making little circles in the hips. Doing the weight shift from your fingertips to your palms. And then slow that down and move into an angled half split. So hips go back, left leg straightens, toes to the sky. Draw your toes towards your shin. Left heel is on the mat. You could walk your hands towards your foot. Your hands could be on blocks or spider fingers. You could have your hands framing that left leg. Flex the toes. 1 more inhale here. And then make your way to tabletop. Take some cat-cows to wash it out. Maybe close the eyes. And then we take all of that on the second side. So neutralize the spine. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, right leg back. Find length. Reach through fingers. Reach through the ball of the foot. And then elbow towards knee under the body. Crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go wide. Right knee bends to the right. Left elbow to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch wide. Nice. Last one to lengthen. Crunch under the body. Inhale, take it wide and hold it here. Then lower your leg and your arm. Inhale, lift. Keep going. Once more. Hold it. Reach your left hand back, looking over your left shoulder. Maybe grab onto your right foot. One more inhale, gently release the foot and hand. Plant the left hand down, right knee towards right elbow, and quietly step the right foot outside the right hand. Move that around. Find some space in your hips, circling or shifting. And then as you're ready, start to straighten your right leg, lifting the toes. Maybe walk your hands to frame that right leg. Half splits variation. Could be on spider fingers, or hands could come to the shin or thigh, so you're not totally rounding in the spine. Keep drawing your right pinky finger towards your right shin. 2 more breaths. And then return to tabletop, hands down, knees down, step to plank, left foot back, right foot back, shoulders and hips in line. Inhale here. Lift your right foot and draw your right knee towards the center of the mat. Exhale, right leg long, lower the foot. Left toes lift, draw your left knee in and step it back. Keep going. Slow, controlled mountain climbers. If you want to add that same pattern we did in bicycles, like 2 slow, a few fast, go slow, slow, and then kind of run them fast, slow, slow, 3 or 4 fast. It could be 1 slow, a couple fast, switching sides, alternating, or you could just keep going slowly. Could always lower the knees. Take 1 or 2 more rounds. And then come back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Might feel like a resting pose after that. Pedal the feet, walk your dog, move it around, shake the head, yes and no. First dog of the practice. Notice how the hamstrings feel. Start to find a more still downward facing dog. And on your inhale, hips high, or heels high. Exhale, heels down. Keep going. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press the heels back. 3 more. Feeling your calves warm up. Last one. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hips. Scorpion the dog. Move your hip around, your knee around, your ankle around. Then re-extend the right leg long. Inhale, look forward. Step your right foot all the way through runner's lunge, so hands stay down. And we're gonna find some cat-cows here. So start to bend both knees, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, start to straighten both legs and round the spine. Keep going. Inhale, like a cow. Exhale, like a cat. Your legs don't have to completely straighten, just a little bit of movement. Taking 3 more rounds with your breath. And next time you have your legs slightly straight, step the left foot behind the right, forward fold, lining up the toes, the heels. Walk your hands more forward and more to the right. Head heavy. One more inhale. And then step the feet to parallel, about hip width distance. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, head heavy. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, arms all the way up. Mountain pose, pull the hands together, heart center. Take a big breath. Next, inhale, arms rise. Interlace the hands and flip the palms to the ceiling. Side stretch to the right. Press into the heels, lean the body to the right, hips to the left. Inhale here. Come all the way to center. Hips to the right, lean to the left. Inhale to center. Bend the knees softly. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back and take your first vinyasa. Let's all lower the knees. Lower the hips back like child's pose. Draw yourself through for a cobra. Chest down, elbows stay bent, tops of the feet on the mat. And make your way to downward facing dog. So always a good option for your vinyasa, your flow, to take the knees down, to take a child's pose. On your next inhale, left leg high, bend the knee, open up the hips, scorpion, move it around. Fire hydrant pose. Keep squaring the shoulders as you move the left leg. And then inhale, left leg long. Exhale, step it through for runner's lunge. Hands come to spider fingers or blocks. Start to bend both knees, look up. Exhale, curl and round as you straighten the legs slightly. Keep going, 3 to 4 more times. Next time you have your legs starting to straighten, step the right foot behind the left, forward fold variation, lining up the outside edges of the feet. Walk the hands forward and more to the left. And then bring the feet to parallel, hip width distance, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. And now your choice of a vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, knee, child's pose, or shift the weight forward, exhaling, lower halfway. Roll over the toes, up dog. Take your time to get back to downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Make sure it feels supported. Bring the arms up, shoulders over hips. Draw the rib cage in. And then everybody, hands to hips. And start to roll your shoulders around. Move it forward, move it back. Use your hands on your hips to keep squaring the hips. And then stop moving the shoulders. Hands stay on the hips. Tuck your left toes under and start to move into high lunge. Press your left leg straight and strong. Lift the thigh. Reach the left heel back. Right knee over ankle. Inhale, arms up. Start to straighten both legs. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows wide like a cactus. 2 knees bend, 2 elbows bend. Inhale, straighten everything. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, get low. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms up, hands to the hips. Pyramid pose, so walk your back foot in a lot. 2 heels on the mat, all 10 toes facing forward, and begin to fold over 2 straight legs. Hands can walk down the right leg or come to blocks. Let the head relax. One more round of breath here. And then we move to standing splits. Bend your right knee, hands to block to the floor. Lift your left leg high. Lift your heel a little higher. One more inhale. Exhale, 2 feet down, ragdoll pose. Hands to opposite elbows. Sway your head, your torso. Shift the weight in your toes, in your heels. 3 breaths. When you're ready, release the hands. Half lift, reset the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, vinyasa or straight to your downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg high. Step it through for low lunge. Left foot forward, right knee to the mat. Maybe double up the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to hips, and move the shoulders around. Circling forward and back. When you feel ready, pause with the hands, tuck your right toes, and start to straighten the right leg, coming into a high lunge. Keep squaring the hips, left hip back, right hip forward, left knee over ankle. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms reach over the ears, up by the ears. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, get low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more time, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, hands to hips, pyramid. So walk the back foot in as much as you need, keeping the hips squared as best you can, using the hands for support, and then walk your hands down your leg. Feet could be nice and wide on the mat, pointing the toes forward. Let the head relax. One more inhale. And then standing splits, left knee bends, pouring a little more weight forward, lifting your right heel high. Lift your right leg as high as you can. Inhale here. Exhale, 2 feet to the mat. Bend the knees softly. Sway a little, maybe another ragdoll, switching which forearm is on top, the less habitual way. And let this side go. When you're ready, release the hands, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg high. Step it through for side angle. So step the right foot forward, left heel down, right forearm to thigh. Reach your left arm over your left ear. So feel that line of energy from your left middle finger all the way down your left arm, torso, left leg to the inner edge of that left foot. Press the forearm into the thigh. Lift all 10 toes so you're not crunching them balling them up like a fist, and then plant them back on the earth. Inhale here. Reverse triangle, straighten your legs. Left hand up and back. Left hand to left leg, reach the right arm high. Find the space in the right side body. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Right knee bends, maybe widen the stance. Bring your shoulders in line with your wrists. Spread through the fingers. Maybe you can even out your hips. Maybe lower your left hip down and in line with the right. One more inhale. And then we transition to high lunge. So sweep your left arm up by your left ear. Lift your left heel off the mat. High lunge. High lunge into warrior three. Look forward, walk your back foot in, launch forward. We're not gonna stay for long. If you need to hold on to a wall or any support, go for it. Bend your right knee and step back, high lunge. How softly can you land? So that's super challenging. We're gonna get to practice it a few more times. So as you're ready, look forward, Bend your back knee. Launch off, warrior three. Wobbling is part of the practice. And then gently land to high lunge. Nice work. Inhale, warrior three, fly, float. Right ankle is working hard. And then step it back, high lunge. Last time. All right, launch off, warrior three. And then start to lower your hands to standing splits. So maybe standing splits feels like a resting pose from here. Bend your left knee, lower it behind your right, Shiva squat. Inhale, straighten your legs. Again, bend your left knee and come all the way to the earth. So left knee and shin to the mat, hips to the mat. Your right leg is crossed over the left. You could keep two knees bent, or you could straighten your left leg. We're gonna twist. So find a spinal twist, turn to your right. You could bring your left elbow across. Maybe you find a bind, sliding your left arm through, reaching your right hand back. One more breath. Exhale, start to counter twist. Walk your hands to the left, pull your chest to the left. And then hands behind the back on the mat. Shake out the legs, let that go. We'll take a little bit of core here. So plant your feet to the earth, hands stay down. Lift the feet off now and just start to bicycle from here. Pedaling your legs. Now go backwards, reverse. Yeah, switch the direction. You got it for 3, for 2, for 1. Roll to your back. Start to rock and roll. Take your time to meet back in down dog. Maybe taking a vinyasa, some cat cows, a child's pose. No hurry. You have a few rounds of breath. So no need to rush. We'll meet in downward facing dog. When you're ready, left leg high. Step it forward and find your side angle. So right heel down, left forearm to left thigh. Reach your right arm over your ear. Roll the right shoulder back. The head and the neck relax. Use your forearm into your thigh to create space in the left side body. Keep pressing the outside edge of the right foot into the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, reverse triangle. 2 straight legs. Right hand down the right leg. Left hand reaches up. Warrior 2, left knee bends, left knee directly over ankle, broaden across the chest, relax the fingers, the face. Strong warrior 2, inhale. Exhale, high lunge, sweeping the arms up by the ears, lifting the right heel. Inhale here. And then start to look forward and transition to your warrior 3. 2 straight legs, lifting the right heel. Reach forward through your fingertips. Exhale, left knee bends. Quietly step back. High lunge. We have a few more times to practice that. So launch forward. Lying in your warrior 3. Exhale, step back. Try to find a moment of calm before you move forward into your balancing warrior 3 again. And find your high lunge. Last time in warrior 3. So whenever you get there, hold it and pause. And then hands come down to blocks or the earth. Square your hips, standing splits. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee bends behind the left calf. Inhale, straighten the legs. One more, squatting down, bending both knees and come all the way to the earth. Right knee down, right shin down, hips down. This time the left foot is crossed over the right thigh. Maybe you straighten the right leg in front of you. Maybe you keep them bent and start to find your spinal twist. So inhale, chest high. Arms up, twist to the left. Maybe hugging your left leg or hooking your right elbow. Maybe bringing your right hand through that little triangle of your legs, left hand behind back. One more breath. Start to unravel and find a counter twist to your right. And then bring the hands behind the hips and shake the legs out. Another tiny bit of core here. Start to cycle the legs. Maybe you take two legs together, knees, shins, and hips, and then reverse it. Or maybe you separate them and just bicycle, take it backwards, take it forwards. You got it. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Roll on back. Take your time, rock and roll. Eventually, maybe a vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. No rush. Down dog as you're ready. Take a complete round of breath. Inhale fully. Exhale deeply, completely. Inhale, right leg high. We're going to draw a box with our knee. So listen carefully. Right knee towards right elbow. Down to the right wrist. Cross to the left wrist. Up to the left elbow. 3-legged dog. Extend the right heel back. We're going to start to draw the same box, and then we're going to move to fallen triangle. Right knee, right elbow. Down to the wrist. Cross to the left. Start to straighten your right leg. Lower outside edge of right foot. Left heel comes to the right. Left hand to the sky. Lift the hips. Fallen triangle. Right hand is your base. Feel the space. One more inhale. And then slowly plant your left palm down. We're moving into side plank facing the other way. Slide your right leg through. Left heel to the left. Stacking your feet, stacking your hips and shoulders. Maybe you're on your forearm with the left hand. Maybe your right foot is a kickstand. Your left shin is down. One more inhale. Maybe reach your right arm over your ear and take one elbow to knee or find a tree pose. Last breath. And then find plank pose. 2 hands down. Vinyasa or straight to down dog or child's pose. All right, left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. Down to the wrist. Cross to the right wrist. Up to the right elbow. 3-legged dog. Same thing, start to draw a box. Left knee, left tricep. Left knee to the wrist, to the right wrist. Straighten your left leg to the right. Outside edge of foot down. Right heel lowers. Right hand reaches. Fallen triangle, hips high, heart and chest to the ceiling. One more inhale. And then look at your mat. Slowly bring your right hand down. Right hand's gonna be your base as you turn to side plank, sliding the left leg through, right heel to the right, stacking the feet, or maybe finding a kickstand. Reach your left hand overhead. Stay here or add a crunch of the elbow to knee. Maybe add a little tree pose. Lift the hips, last breath, you've got this. And then 2 hands to the mat. Straight to down dog, vinyasa, knees down. Anything you need before our last short standing sequence. From down dog, bend your knees. Look to your hands, step or hop all the way through. Come to your seat. Bring your legs out straight in front of you, hands behind your hips. Heels to the earth, toes to the sky. Inhale, lift the hips. And then draw your right knee towards your chest. Extend your leg long. Left knee bends, pull it in. Keep going, lifting the hips. Or maybe you find that same pattern of slow, slow, and a couple faster. If that serves you, one slow, two fast, whatever you want. Last round of breath here. And then everybody pause and lower the hips. Bend the knees and just fold forward. Take a round of breath. Make your way to down dog. Come to tabletop first. Hips high. Downward facing dog. From down dog. Right leg lifts. Warrior one. Step the right foot forward. Left heel down. Arms up. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Shoulders over hips. Right knee over ankle. Inhale in warrior one. Exhale, start to turn to the left. Left heel in. So both heels in, toes out. Goddess. Bring your hands behind your back. And reach your right hand down your right leg towards your calf. Inhale, center. Left hand reaches. Keep going, a little bit of obliques. Keep pulling your knees back. One more to each side. And finding your goddess. Shoulders over hips. Start to find warrior one to the back of the mat. So straightening your right leg, bending your left knee. Arms up. Warrior one facing the back of the mat. One more inhale here. And then exhale, come back to goddess. Heels in, toes out. This time, hands to the thighs. Let your left shoulder come towards center. Look over your right. Come to the middle. Keep going. Switching shoulder. Maybe the elbows are bent. Maybe they're straight. Once or twice more with your breath on each side. And then hands to hips, slowly straighten the legs. Parallel the feet. And just find wide leg forward fold. Maybe walk the feet wider. You can walk your hands towards your feet, through the legs. You could interlace them like ragdoll or hands behind the nape of the neck. 5 breaths in your wide leg fold of choice. If you have handstand or headstand in your practice, you could play with that now, bringing the forearms to the mat, and the head to the earth. Or if you just want to play with that feeling, lift your heels, coming more weight into the toes. Everybody walk your hands under your chest. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen the spine. And then walk your hands to the front of the mat. Step your feet to the back of the mat and take a vinyasa if you would like. And final vinyasa of the practice. Move slowly, transitioning. Take a final down dog of the practice. And notice how it feels. Inhale fully. Exhale. Bend the knees and look towards your hands. Step or hop all the way through. Coming onto your seat. Coming onto your back. Make sure you have your strap or your scarf nearby. Rolling all the way down. Last bit of core. Toes to the sky. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lift the shoulder blades and start your long leg bicycles again. It could be slow, could be fast, or it could be a couple slow, couple fast. Any pattern you want. When you move slowly in core, you're really working your core. When you add a little speed, you're adding some cardio. What do you need? We're almost done with the hard work of practice. One or two more rounds. You can do it. You can find Shavasana if you're done. All right, let it go. Mini Shavasana. Maybe a full body stretch. And then with your strap, we'll take the hamstring stretch again. So right foot to the sky. Scarf or belts to the right foot. And notice if maybe you can go a little deeper here compared to the beginning of the practice. Soften where you can. And take 3 slow breaths. Start to take your leg to the right. Take it wide. Maybe left hand to left hip or left arm wide. Keep pulling your foot up, toes towards your head. 3 more slow breaths. Maybe move the tongue and the jaw around. And inhale, draw your leg through center, cross it to the left. Let your right arm take up space. One more inhale. And then a half happy baby. Right knee bends. Let the strap go to the left side of the mat. And then bend your left knee and find a figure 4, pigeon on the back, pressing right ankle over left thigh. Leave your hands under, behind the left thigh or over the shin. Press your right knee away from you. Maybe roll the left ankle around. Head, neck, and shoulders stay on the mat. Keep the legs as they are. Let the arms go wide like a T. Bump your hips a little to the right so there's space for your legs to fall to the left. But let the sole of the right foot plant so your right knee is bent to the sky. You could reach your left hand for your right ankle or calf if that feels good, or just come to a traditional spinal twist, maybe stacking the knees or letting the knees fall. It's a different variation with the sole of the right foot planted. But notice what your body needs now and take 3 slow breaths here. You could turn your head to the right to deepen the twist. And as you are ready, unravel, shake out the legs, let that go, kick them to the sky, little bicycle to the ceiling. And just find Shavasana for a moment before we move to the left leg. Closing the eyes and notice how your left body feels, your right side of body feels. Let's do our best to even it out. Left leg to the ceiling. Putting your prop on it, if you have a prop available. Use your hands to deepen the stretch. Again, you could cross the strap over the shin and behind the calf if that feels like more support or a deepening of the stretch. Last breath here. Take the leg to the left. Bring the leg through center, cross to the right. Inhale all the way back up. Half happy baby. Just let the strap go, the scarf towel go. Left knee bends. And moving into figure 4, pigeon on the back. Draw your right knee in, left ankle over right thigh. You could even use your hand to press the left knee away from you to deepen the stretch. And then interlace your hands behind the thigh or over the shins. Move the right ankle around. Keep the head and the neck and the shoulders connected to the mat. One more inhale here. And then arms release, legs stay as they are. Hips a little to the left, so there's space for your legs to fall to the right. Sole of the left foot plants. Knees are bent, left knee to the sky. Right hand can come to the left shin. Can look to the left. Could stay here in this variation or just find a more traditional spinal twist. Last 2 breaths. And then pull the knees in, shake out the legs, and find a full happy baby. Hands to feet, feet to the ceiling. Move it around, massage your sacrum, flutter the lips. Maybe some audible exhales or haws or hums. Maybe straightening one leg, then the other. And as you're ready, give yourself a nice squeeze, curl up like a little ball. Bring your forehead to your knees, tucking the chin in. And exhale to expand, open into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Let it feel good, get comfortable, and find your stillness. Could be about 4 to 5 minutes of total rest. It'll guide you out when it's time. There's nothing left to do. choose to stay in your Shavasana as long as you wish, or choose to start reawakening the body as kindly as you can. Maybe a full body stretch or wiggling of the fingers and toes. Eventually, using your next 5 breaths to give yourself another hug, pulling the knees in. Malcolm X says, "We need more light about each other. Light creates understanding, understanding creates love, love creates patience, and patience creates unity." And then roll to the fetal position and just pause. Take a breath there. And come to a seat, maybe butterfly pose again, where we began the practice with the soles of the feet together or legs crossed, sitting tall, and close the eyes. Bring your hands together at heart center, and then just rub them really fast. Building some heat, feeling that energy, friction, rubbing as fast as you can, warming it up. And then as you're ready with the eyes closed, bring the palms over your eyes. Feel the warmth. And slowly remove them, letting a little bit of light come in. Take a full inhale. And exhale to let it go. Nice work. Beautiful practice. Thank you for joining me.